75. Be rising. Working with strong confidence and high speed are the preconditions for progress. The ultimate progress of mankind depends on the progress of their knowledge. Knowledge creates a mental reaction. From mental reaction a determination is derived, and from determination an action starts. Progress does not mean to abolish all natural instincts of human being, but only to convert bad into good. Progress means to abolish one's negative attitudes and to replace it with positive ones. Every individual is to take account of his deeds, attain purity of his personal conduct, and thus the national progress will come. Competitions are for various kinds of power, for assets, for establishment of control over the faith of man, and above all for the life of man. In peaceful progress of work, there exists permanent pleasure. Human life is a chronological order of advancement, that is not aimed at a certain goal. Rather, nothing is predictable before progress is achieved. What is best in man comes out within himself. Attainment of progress in worldly life begets forgiveness and honor from Allah. If somebody is fond of work and remains always busy with work, he will surely succeed in his life. If one is having the mentality to lead an improved life and the habit of working hard, it will increase the sources of his progress. Mankind is gradually proceeding towards a higher standard of living from a lower one through his knowledge and experience. He who can run fast in the field of life can climb fast up the tree of life, can reach to the extreme point of progress. Progress means to proceed too fast. Progress based on people and their lives, and the human progress which gives importance to the manifestation of livelihood and specially the humanly and creative entities of human beings. To make consciousness among the poor people, to manifest creativity among them, to make them financially self-sufficient and able to educate and train them, and to make credit facility for them are the strategies of human development. To establish human development in personal and social lives, practice of developed lively values are important. A man's life becomes full-fledged when he unites himself fully with social entity. Everything is established according to the criteria of the sense of evaluation of a particular society. History of development is to proceed towards civilization with a view to fulfill the need and demands of mankind with the flow of time. To establish a progressive attitude permanently among the members of a society, imparting consciousness among them, giving them scope for participating in development activities, arranging knowledge and efficiency, shelter, medical services, education, food, liberty, cultural activities, recreational activities, humanly development, status, honor, financial security, physical security, recognition, manifestation of creativity, freedom and accessibility in the social organizations for them are necessary. Through encouragement, consciousness grows among common people and they take the initiative to change their status. Mercy creates giving alms, donations, and the culture of dependability. This kind of dependability is seen in various forms in a society, sometimes in socio-economic sectors, sometimes in political or religious sectors. When the social facilities are given to the common people, the target of development is achieved easily. The positive social values will play an effective role in the construction of a human society. Wealth has got an unavoidable connection with the idea of development. To exchange the idea of development in the experience of initiative and to make the strategy, cooperation and coordination among different organizations is very important. To encourage people for national development, the role of the leaders is to motivate them. Women are the half of the manpower, so to keep them away from development means not to utilize half of the facilities and resources. Development is a multi-purpose subject, so to determine the strategy of a development project, the particular local and practical matters are to be kept in view. The various attainments in connection with human life and society is called development. To attain the same, a coordinated effort is to be undertaken. The prevailing ideologies always determine the strategies of developments. Collective development is called proper development. Practice of dedicated works are required for the excellence of humanity. The way for welfare of the future generation is to be widened since their childhood. When there will be no threatening against peace, we can only try for our progress. The greater a man has become, the harder test he had to pass. Nobody can be successful without being hurt, gaining experience, acquiring the qualities like power of tolerance, courtesy and honesty. A man can prosper in his life rapidly if he is courageous, mentally wide, austere, hardworking and wise. Shyness, egoism and fear are the obstacles for prosperity. Prosperity is the result of works at present and strong confidence for the future. He who tries wholeheartedly will surely succeed. He who maintains a good public relation and talks effectively will surely prosper in his life. Prosperity depends on random use of ability. Cooperation from relatives and friends is a must for prosperity in life. He who does not use his intelligence while taking a decision, cannot prosper in his life. It is the inner sight enriched with theoretical knowledge or power of understanding by which a man can realize a situation and accordingly talks and acts timely through nice and kind behaviors without making any hindrance to his opponents. To prosper in life, first of all patience is necessary and then intelligence. Through continuous efforts a man can learn the unknown matters, can do what seems to be impossible and can reach up to the peak of success. For successful and practical manifestation of human qualities, we should drive away emotional way of thinking, reshape our minds with scientific views and should bring change in our society. Prosperity and welfare of a man depends on his way of thinking and actions. Assure the conservation and use of environment. The root of human civilization is work, inquiry and search. Without mental development of individuals, development of a society is impossible. The nation which is dependent on nature can never prosper. The nation which is lifeless, inactive and restricted by customs and traditions can never make a progress. Water of a flowless river becomes contaminated, gives bad scent and becomes unusable. Likely the nation lose confidence on its glory and power, all the sufferings and harassments from whole of the world fall on them. Whenever a man or a nation loses self-confidence, goes to astray. If a society is not developed, the brain also can't rise higher, so the head should always keeps the society upright. For prosperity of an individual or a nation, utilization of all resources is necessary. Prosperity of a nation depends on the prosperity of its people. Nation is not independent from you. Everybody should try to improve himself. As a result, nation will also be improved. Before thinking about nationality and independence, develop yourself. A man can develop himself in any stage of his life. Liberty is nothing but development and flourishment of personality of the citizens of a country. Freedom of thoughts and acts are essential for an improved life. Expansion of human domination on earth depended on its efficiency only. That means to invent and discover the sources to live throughout the world. The movement which is not regulated by stoppage at every step cannot be called a progress. The verse which have no punctuation is not a verse at all. Dissatisfaction and self-criticism is the life of the Western civilization. Query comes through the passage of dissatisfaction, and self-criticism itself tells about the way of correction and shows the right path. Dissatisfaction is the first step towards progress for an individual or a nation. No significant development in science, politics or religion has been achieved without the debate. Fulfillment of law and love is the welfare of a society. Social organizers and social engineers make a society dynamic by driving away fog from the way of its destination, its infertility and paralysis. In general, the more intelligent people keep on increasing the security of his life by activeness and frugality. By meeting the demands of daily life with the help of different plain process of foreign technology and designing higher technologies, higher architectural and scientific inventions make our domestic life dynamic. If we follow the good things of the other nations, take lesson from history and experience, become sincere to our efforts, self-confident and take correct decision and materialize it sincerely, we can overcome all our crises. We should give proper importance to our methods of work to get a good result. When a state ensures peace and harmony of its citizens, enlarges and stables the facilities for them, protects them all the time, collects revenue and maintain government treasury to a satisfactory status for the time, it will surely proceed towards progress. When a state extends its territory or produces increasing quantity of crops, supplies sufficient consumer products to them and purchases all men and materials from danger, its citizens prosper day by day. We should discuss with intellectuals and patriots regarding important state affairs whenever required. We should always plan and take actions for making the state a welfare state. It is the responsibility of a government to see that no region within its jurisdiction is neglected regarding the development and public interest. Quota system should be introduced in respect of all equal development and welfare issues. For financial development of a state and its people, practice of democracy side by side with strong law and order situation should prevail. If peace, stability and democratic practice remains, any country can be enriched with all its basic needs within a short time.